We can also provide that information to you as well. The bottom line is that they're predicting about an 11.7 foot surge plus tide for this evening between around 8 and 9 p.m. That is almost probably a foot over where Irene was at a similar time. And just to give you the comparisons, you had about a 9.5 foot total surge in Irene. You're looking at a possible up to, the predictions, 11.7 foot surge. Surge meaning all in, all of these weather factors all together at its peak time. And there are models that suggested that Irene was 6 inches to a foot away from much more serious flooding than we actually saw happen during that event. You're on the Battery today, you're on the west side, you can see water starting to lap up a little bit on the west side of New York in particular right now.
Hey, Jim, with all these things, you try to find the balance, right? You don't want to over-prepare because, first, it's costly. There are many obstructions for people. You close down business. You hurt the economy for a short period of time. So you don't want to over-prepare, but you really don't want to be under-prepared either. And when things go bad in a situation like this, they can go very bad. I was thinking back when I was on the federal side, Red River flood was one of the issues that we dealt with. I don't know if you were there at that time, Mike. The entire town was underwater. Hurricane Andrew, Homestead, Florida. When it goes bad, it goes very bad. So prudence and err on the side of caution, but bring a sense of balance, and I think we brought that here.
You're listening to a live news conference. Governor Andrew Cuomo speaking about what's happening with Hurricane Sandy, the state's reaction, and also making changes to the city's situation as well. Let's continue to listen in.
First, let's clarify what happened last time. Hurricane Irene was a bust. No, it wasn't. There was a tremendous amount of damage done by Hurricane Irene. Tremendous. The projection on where the damage was going to be was off. But that storm wreaked havoc in people's lives. You have people who are still building back from Hurricane Storm Irene to this day. We're in communities yesterday where they're still not fully recovered from Irene. And you go through the community and you see all the signs of Irene. So anyone who says, well, they got it wrong with Irene, you're only half right. They got wrong the point of impact, but the impact was severe. So they didn't get it wrong. Totally. Do not underestimate this storm. These forecasts for the surge are really extraordinary. And they're talking about surges that we have not seen before. So there is nothing at all to be taken lightly. We don't want people to panic. We don't want people to think we're not under control or we haven't done everything we need to do. But they need to do their part too. And if they are being an evacuation zone, evacuate. I have probably as much information on this storm as anyone. If I was...
Hello? Hello?
Asa ka?
Route 80.
Aros po na ko, maglapat ay. Di ba na kayo, nawala na kong kit. Sinusta po sa perfect kit. Sige.
Okay, Nay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Ordered evacuations in flood-prone areas with a deadline of 7 o'clock this morning. Jersey Five 10 newsman John Monzone. John.
Elena, it is certainly a tale of two cities this morning. Near the Hudson are all the omens of disaster. The howling winds and whitecaps on the river with waves spraying over the bulkhead. As you mentioned, the mayor has issued a will happen. Not this time. Sean Montown, 1010 Winds, reporting live from Jersey City.
Winds news time, 10:46. Let's head over to Julia Papa. She's got the 1010 Jeep storm depth.
And Lane, let's go live now to Hoboken Mayor Dawn Zimmer, who just finished up a meeting with city officials. And Mayor Zimmer, what are the city's concerns right now? What have you addressed in the meeting, and what are you telling the citizens of Hoboken?
Well, one of our biggest concerns is the waterfront. We are already flooded on the waterfront. Hudson River is coming up over, especially at the terminal area, and so we want residents to, some people going down and exploring the waterfront. Please, we urge people to please stay away from the waterfront. And also concerned about there's still quite a few cars on the street and trying to get people to, move their cars. We're offering, we're going to be closing down the roads as of 4 p.m. We do not want to have any, that's going to, the heart of the storm is really going to be kicking in. We do not want any, there will be no more driving on